As you said, I am familiar with this area, and I shall respond with your permission, Mr. Speaker. On the first question on establishment, and Mr. Speaker, kindly allow me to mention that there is an annotated document which was forwarded this morning, and the only difference between the first answer and this one is where we have said certain things will happen. I asked my ministry to be able to put those things in perspective of time allocation for when those things will be done. So with your permission, I may respond, sir. The ministry, through the authority, interventions under the Universal Service Fund, USF, has successfully established a mobile cell tower in Todonyang, which is currently on air and providing mobile services to the surrounding community. Mr. Speaker, the authorities' coverage, according to the authorities' coverage data, Natira sublocation enjoys over 80% area coverage. To further address connectivity needs, the authority will conduct quality of service assessment, which will be done within the month of June 2025 in Marikuka, Natete, Lopei Mukat, Mr. Speaker, and Natira. The outcomes of these assessments will inform structured engagements with mobile network operators aimed at enhancing service delivery in the identified areas. On question B, Mr. Speaker, whether the ministry engaged in telecommunication providers such as Safaricom and Airtel to fast-track the deployment of communication masts and systems in these high-risk areas. In response, Mr. Speaker, yes, indeed. In line with the regulatory mandate, the authority requires licensed operators to extend services through universal service obligations embedded in their licensing conditions. Additionally, Mr. Speaker, the authority has provided direct support through USF, facilitating the deployment of mobile network infrastructure in such areas, notably under the Cellular Mobile USF project as follows, Mr. Speaker. 1, Phase 1 extended mobile cellular services to 10 sublocations, namely Nakoret, Nakurio, Lokangai, Lokudule, Lopusiki, Naposomuru, Kapus, Naipa, Loikipetot, Arengan, and Nadome, which is Silali. Phase 2, Mr. Speaker, technology is covered, Todonyang is covered under Phase 2 that has extended cellular mobile services to 13 sublocations, namely Loreng, Lortit, Puch, Nanam, Oropoi, Loremiet, Loitanit, Todonyang, Kataboy, Lorengelup, Kayamanik, Loduat, Namoraputh, and 5 sublocations within this phase, namely Kangitit, Ngilukia, Katilia, Loperot, and Kalapata are still under the acquisition and are scheduled for implementation in the financial year of 25-26, Mr. Speaker. Phase 3 plans to cover 10 sublocations, namely Loboy, Lomiyan, Liwan, Kaitadet, Nadunga, Lokipoto, Loito, Mogila, Lotubai, Ekidor, and are still under site acquisition and are scheduled for implementation in the financial year 2026-2027, Mr. Speaker. Phase 4 plans to cover 16 sub-locations, namely Lochor Edome, Atala Kamusio, Tukwel, Locher, Ekeni, Katiko, Riakamor, Kokiselei, beg your pardon, Mr. Speaker, Nachukui, Lomekwi, Kitelomate, Namor Kirionok, Tarach, Kanaudong, Napiakar, Koyasa, Kaitede, and these that are still under tendering. These ones are still under tendering and are scheduled for implementation in the financial year of 2027-2028. On question C, the actions to ensure security agencies, including KDF and NPR, have reliable and secure frequencies and communications, Mr. Speaker. In response, Mr. Speaker, the authority assigns dedicated and secure frequencies to security agencies upon formal request. These frequencies are located on an exclusive basis, thereby ensuring reliable interference-free and secure communication channels for national security operations. On the next question, Mr. Speaker, about immediate interventions to bridge the communication gap before the full deployment of network infrastructure. In response, Mr. Speaker, the authority plans to undertake a field assessment within the month of June 2025 in the areas identified as established current communication gaps and requirements. Based on this assessment, Mr. Speaker, the authority will engage with licensed operators to explore interim measures, including possible network optimization and quality of service improvement initiatives to ensure short-term connectivity support as broader infrastructure deployment continues, Mr. Speaker. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, the authority remains committed to supporting national security, public safety, and digital inclusion through targeted regulatory interventions and strategic partnerships. The measures highlighted above demonstrate the ongoing efforts by the authority through the Universal Service Fund and collaboration with licensed operators to enhance network connectivity and ensure secure, reliable communications in high-risk and underserved areas such as Tondonyang, Merikuka, Netete, Lopei Mukad, and Natira. Moving forward, Mr. Speaker, the authority welcomes continued engagement with the Ministry, the Senate, and other stakeholders to address emerging challenges, accelerate infrastructure deployment and connectivity,